Okay, hello friends. Yeah, last time we work on rectangular pattern, work on square pattern. So I have an exercise for you guys. Yes, this is an inverted pattern. Okay, so I've given you some code. I've done some code, but now there are some places that you have to fill. Okay, when you see none, fill the what was supposed to be there. When you see none, fill what was supposed to be there. Then from there you are going to have this will be the result. Inverted, like this, inverted triangle pattern. Okay, so this will be your result. So if you don't have this result, keep on doing it. Then you get to me in the comment below. Yes, so this is not our own objective of today, but I just wish to give you this assignment for you to do, and you give the comment below. Okay, let me wipe out this. Yes, our objective of today is for us to print. You have to print square pattern, hollow square pattern. Print hollow square pattern. Print hollow square pattern. Okay, that is our objective of today. So we have to print hollow square pattern. Now, for us to print hollow square pattern, let us using next loop. Okay, using next loop. Okay, now we define print. Yeah, hollow define print hollow square. Define print hollow square. Please the size. Please semicolon, enter. We have defined the print hollow square. Then we say, okay, for I in place 2 in, for I in range of the size in the range of size for I, where is I? For I in range of size. Okay, then we have to define, because they have column and row, right? For J in range, for J in range of the size also. Column. So we have to define the column and the row. I will say, okay, if I for I is the range of the column, J is the range of the row. So we define the two, both column and row. I will then we move forward. Now we say, okay, if I is equals to 0, or I is equals to the size minus 1, or J, come back to J, is equals to 0, or J is equals to size minus 1, or J equals to size minus 1. So enter. Then we say, okay, now we have printed if I is 0 is equals to 0. Yes, at this point you have the size. So this size, if the size is 5, you take 5 minus 1, we have what? 4, right? Yeah, that's how it is. We also do it now for J also. since we are working on the rectangular, on both the horizontal and the vertical direction. Are we there? Okay, now we say print. We have asterisk, print, comma, n is equals to what? Open it. This man, yeah. They're not supposed to be there. Okay. Print this. Enter S. Print n is equals to this. Okay, so then we tap enter. Let's go back this, since print hollow square pattern. This is the heading, hollow square pattern. Then print hollow square pattern. Don't bother, I will explain it later. Okay. 5. Print hollow pattern. Okay. The print hollow square. Check it up here. Images are the same. Okay. So at this point, we have write our code. You have to verify if this is okay. Let me first of all cancel what is down there. Yes, let's run the code to verify. Oh, this is not what we want. What is wrong? Okay, let us verify and see some. Okay, now in this work that we have done, what is wrong there? Because we intended to print what? Hollow square pattern, but finally we haven't print the work, showing that there's something still lacking here. If we look at it now, we have called here for j in range of size. We have now I equals to this. We print n and s print this, so there's a 1. We have to print at the point of 4. We need to print okay, so when we place our print at this point, I'm sure that we are going to solve that problem. Okay, yes, as I earlier said, that don't be afraid of error. Yes, let us print. Voila, congratulations, that's great news. So finally we have came out with what? That's the hollow square. This is a hollow square, right? Hollow square. Okay, now let us see how we can manipulate over this figure. Here we have called in that print hollow square pattern 5. And with the hollow square pattern 5. So if we placed that point of 0, we placed 1 there, what will happen? Let us print it and see. At the point of 0, we place 1. It already shown that because the 1 is the horizontal. Since I is working at the point of horizontal, so we place now 1 now at this point. When now we place 1 now, we have now the size. The size is 5. We have placed the size here. The size is 5. So if you take 5 minus 1 is 4. That is why below here it has tilted downward. So if you count the number of asterisks here is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So if you place equals to 2, I equals to 2, if you run it, you will see that it has tilted again downward toward 5 minus 2 is 3. So you have number of asterisks 1, 2, 3 for you meet this point. Right? So if you tilt it again to 3, it will also, you take 5 minus 3, you run it again. Are we there? 5 minus 3 will give you what? 2. So you have here, at that point, you have here 1, 2. So the number of O reduces as you reduces the I. So at first we were what? On I equals to 0, right? Yes. Okay, now let us come for J. For J also is still the same thing. But now it move now along what? Because the I was moving along the row, this one will move along the column. Are we together? So if you see J is equals to 1, are we there? You want it, look at, it has moved along the column, shift from 1 asterisk. So at the end now it will be 5 now minus 1. We have what? 4. So when you count now 1, 2, 3, arrive at 4. Okay. So if you move in now to 2, what are you going to have? 5 minus 2 is 3. So you have now, you count 1, 2, 3. Okay. If you move also the same thing, then yeah, you can play around with this. So if this is not there, what will happen? See, it will be 0. But we have never placed anything that we want it to represent our square. Are we there? So if we decided to place this, what will happen? Let's print. You see, it's showing that we want by this sign, right? Not asterisk. So we want by this sign, an sign. So this represents the position where we wanted to place the sign. So at this point, here it was 0. For us to have the real what we want, we place 0. This is the real figure. This is what we want. We want a hollow square, and this is a hollow square. Are we together? So you play with it. Yeah, look at it. This point, I've placed asterisk, then I open. So what if we close? What will happen? You try to manipulate. When you close, you see what is happening. Then when you open, we are doing this because you go back home and in your assignment you face this situation. When you open, what will happen? You open, you have this. Okay, est, print. So at this point, what if you close? What will happen? You see what is happening. So you play with it. Okay, yes, that's great. So move on now for more explanation again on how it works. Okay, yes, thank you. Yes, now to recap of what we have done. Yeah, I see. Okay, we have the function. We define the function. The function print the hollow square size. It take one parameter size which specify what the side length of the square, right? Then we have two next for loop, right? It is being used to iterate over each row and column, because since we have row and column of the square, then now we see that the outer loops for I in the rectangular size. So we have the outer loop and the inner loop. So the outer loop, right, for I in the range, it control the row, and why the inner loop J control the column. Are we together? Then also we move forward. We now write that okay, within this next loop, an if statement is being used to determine what the whether to print an asterisk or a space at each position J and J, I and J, at each position I and J. Then now in the square, the condition I equals to 0. the condition, in the condition r equals to 0, r is equals to size minus 1. So at this point, as I earlier said that r equals to size minus 1, when r is equals to 0, if you put r at that point, r is equals to 1, it is going to now shift from the fold of 5, move now to now 4. If you put r is equals to 3, it's going to shift from that fold now, move now to 3, because you are going to, if at the final statement when I say print 5, so the asterisk to be 5. So you have, if you put r equals to 1, you have to take now 5 minus 1. You have now the remaining asterisk will be 4. It will shift now to 4. So it is likewise also for j. Then we have now print hello square pattern statement. Print the header indicate that the hello square. This is to print the header. Hello square pattern. Hello square pattern. And now finally the function call. We call back the function. We specify in this case of 5 asterisk 5. So that is why we have 5 at the row and 5 at the column. So all have been specified. So at that point, if we change the asterisk from 5, we change to 6. So we are going to have 6 at the row and 6 at the column. Okay? Yes. Thank you very much. Yes. So don't forget to subscribe for the next video. We are going to work this conditional statement for you to understand it very well. Okay? Yeah. Take care. Bye. Thank you.